Welcome to my channel, Holistic Beauty. I'm Empress Queen, your reader, your guide, and I'm here with another pick a card reading title, Are They Over Their Ex? So in this pick a card, you will get to know, are they over their ex or not? How do they feel about you versus their ex? What actions will they take towards this ex, and some advice. So this is for, you could be with this person, not with this person. This is more geared to romantic feelings. And this is just you wanting to know if your person is over their ex-lover. Maybe you have some suspicion. Maybe you feel like they're not over. Maybe you think they're talking. Maybe you think something's going on and you're just wanting to make sure that they're over that ex. So some quick announcements. Thank you everyone for subscribing to my channel, for liking and sharing my video and commenting. If you are wanting to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, you can. It's Wholistic Beauty EQ. Also, when I hit 4,000 subscribers, I will be announcing the 3 winners that will be winning a 20-minute free video with me reading. So I'm very excited about this. So we have 4 wonderful piles here today. And I want you to take a deep breath. And I want you to think about your situation and your person. I want you to think about the ex that you have in mind. And if you need to pause the video, you can pause the video if you like. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. See if I can scoot this over so it could be a fair share of looking. All right, so I'm gonna put the piles aside and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Excuse me. All right, so we're getting started with pile 1 people. How are you doing? Is your person over their ex? So let's see here. So we have yes. So for those of you who picked pile 1, your person is over their ex. So let's see here why. We have 7 of cups in reverse. And we have 5 of cups in reverse. So at one point, you know, there was something about this ex that they wanted and they weren't getting emotionally fulfilled by. They were constantly fantasizing about something they wanted in this connection when they had with them. They have come to this point that it's not going to happen between that and that ex, that whatever emotional fulfillment that they wanted from that person, they weren't going to get. So the 3 of Cups here is spilled and they're focused on something else. They didn't get the commitment or the fulfillment out of the relationship. So they don't want this person anymore. They don't want to be with them. They're over this person because they recognize that this person cannot give them the love that they're looking for. Okay? So let's see how they feel about you versus how they feel about the ex. So this is you and this is the ex. So we're going to put this over here. I'm going to put this down here. Okay, so we're going to look at yours first. It says, I need a break to figure things out. And it says, show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring you happiness to those around you. And then for the ex, it says, I want us to be together even if you don't. And it says, choose love. You will always have a choice as to what you should do. So they are over this ex. However, They are taking some type of break away from you to still try to give this a go with this ex. And what it is that they need a break to really figure out things with this person. I feel like I forgot the R in that together. Sorry, you guys. I feel like if what it is about your person is that they have a problem with not getting what they want. In other words, they're with this person or trying to still fix things because they're driven based off their fantasies and desires. So they may not even be talking to you, or they may be pulling away or taking a break because they're still trying to work on things here with this person. See, they pictured at one point that them and this person would have been married and have kids. They may already have kids with this person. So they're not giving up on their fantasy. But in reality, they are over this person because what they're coming to realize is that this person is not giving them this fantasy that they want, but they're still trying to get it. They're still trying to hold on to what they want. So this is more like holding on to their own fantasies and ego more than their ex. And then they're taking a break from you because they can't emotionally be available to you if they're still mourning. I feel like they're still mourning the fact that things didn't go out well with them and this ex. And so they need time to take a break to really get all this out about the ex first. So it's like they are over them, but they're not over the fantasy of what they had, which is silly. Okay? So what's their next action towards the ex? So we have the Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. So they may have Sagittarius in their chart. You may have Sagittarius in their chart, your chart, or the ex does. And then we have the Four of Swords. Okay? And it says, I want to be back with you and I'm going to leave them. Wow, that is weird. All right, so this person, if you look again, they're still in mourn. There's the Three of Swords energy. The Four of Swords energy comes after some type of pain or sorrow, and you need time to rest and heal. The Sagittarius energy is also being balanced, trying to be optimistic, it's a healing card. It's the same thing. So I still think that they're over that person, but they're not over the pain and the loss that they have. They can't get over that. It's an ego trip. They can't get over that the person may not want them anymore, or that the person it's not giving them the fulfillment. So in a sense, they may get back with this person, leave you for this person, deal with this person, and still try to fight to get what they want. And they're going to come to a point where they're going to realize this is not going to happen and then walk away. And they're probably going to lose you too, or you may be around when they're available. But this person is not emotionally available for you because they're hung up on this pain that they couldn't get from this relationship. So in a sense, they're not over the ex, but it's not solely about the ex. It's more their own ego trip. And once they realize that it's more about ego than their emotions, they'll snap out of it. So what's some advice for those of you who pick pile 1? We have be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. And then it says talk is cheap. Pay attention to the red flags. The ex is not the problem. Your person is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, you probably are, because of this person probably has distanced themselves to do with the ex, so they might be not talking to you as much, being distant. You may not be getting answers from them. You may not even be talking to them at all. And this is bringing you some type of stress, making you feel sad, making you evaluate yourself, but it's not you. Your person is hung up on an ego trip. They don't even really want the ex. They just want what they want. And because they couldn't have what they want, they're kind of just so obsessed with getting what they want. And so you need to know that the ex is not the problem. The problem is your person and their own ego. So pay attention to the red flags. Watch how they move with their ego. They may be spoiled. They may like to have their way all the time. Stuff like that. And that's more of the problem than the actual ex. And there may be other underlying issues. All right. So we're going to move on to pile 2. Pile 2, how you're doing. Okay. And is your person over their ex? So let's take a look here. Alrighty. So we have the Hermit card in reverse, so Virgo energy. And then we have the Queen of Coins, which is Queen of Pentacles in the traditional tarot deck. And this is Capricorn energy, so there's a lot of earth energy. Also, there could be Taurus energy here. This is also like the Empress, a woman that's, or a man, someone that's established, someone that is nurturing and caring, very balanced, has it all as a woman or a man. And it could be Capricorn energy, Taurus energy, or Virgo energy. Lots of earth in this particular pile. But let's see if this person, no, but they still love you. So they're not over their ex, for those of you who pick pile 2, but they still love you. I feel like this is you. You are a person that is well balanced. You're their ideal lover. I feel like this person can't really fight their feelings that they're having for their ex, but they also love you because you're well-rounded. You have a lot of attributes that this person endures, especially your nurturing side. You're also established, very goal-oriented type of person. You tend to know when to fight, you know how to be a queen or a king on your throne. You know when to fight, you know when to delegate, you know when to back down. You're a well-balanced individual. And I feel like this person values for that. I do feel the energy that they do feel bad that they have feelings for the both of you, but they're trying to get over their ex. They are. I feel like pile 2, your person is trying, but there's something that's, still lingering there. All right. So let's see how they feel about you versus the ex. All right. So this is you. We have look to your inner strength. You are stronger than what you realize. And it says, I love you and I will always love you. So this person loves you and they're telling you that they will always love you. And then how do they feel about the ex? We have practice compassion, see things from a different perspective. And it says, you're getting on my nerves. Stop. Okay, so for this pile, they are not over the ex. However, I don't feel like they want to be with this ex. I feel like this ex wants to be with them. The ex may be still trying to, get back in. They may be also feeling guilty or bad. So maybe they left their ex for you, or they feel some type of guilt towards this person. This person makes them feel guilty. They might manipulate them. They might make them feel like, oh my God, I'm lonely. I can't believe you did this. They want this person to back off. They want this person to show more compassion. They do have love for this individual. They care for them, but they don't want to be with them. They feel like this person gets on their nerve, and this person's not understanding. This person could be a bit spoiled and manipulative. And then you, on the other hand, they want you to have more confidence in yourself. I'm hearing you don't understand how amazing you are, how much I value you. You're worried for no reason. This person feels like they love you and they will always love you. You might be stalking them on social media, stalking the ex, something in this nature, and you're accusing them for a lot that you shouldn't. Because yes, this person does have feelings still for the ex. They're not over them, but they don't want to be with them. They are trying to release them so they can focus more on you. Okay? So what's their next actions towards this ex? So we have 3 of Cups in reverse. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And it says, okay, but I'm still going to love the other person. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? So I feel like that ex guilt tripped them. And if this ex may have children with them or something, they may be, dingling over their head child support or requiring money. If you see this eye looks very serious. So I feel like the ex is very manipulative and try to get their own way out of this person. They may try to, pump money out of them. Any way they can get their attention, they would. This person X wants them, and then they make them feel guilty for trying to move on to someone else. And there's something about money that keeps your person stuck to them. So they may be trying to avoid child support or trying to avoid coming out of pockets, or, their ex may make it seem like they're having financial issues where they need their attention or their time. But your person wants to end. I feel like they want to end this kind of third party energy. They don't want a third party. They don't want you and the other person. They just want to focus on you. I feel like they give in to this ex a lot just to shut him up. But deep inside, they know they're still going to be with you. They're still going to pursue you. But they somehow still deal with this ex to shut him up. I don't know how to describe it. But anyways, so what's the advice about this situation? This is spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. This is a beautiful card. Lots of purple. I love this color. And it says, stop telling people y'all business. This is making the situation worse. Get advice from within. You are your best ally. So you might be telling other people what's going on between you and your person and the ex. And they're just telling you stuff. Oh, they still want the ex. Oh, this is what's happening. Oh, this. You need to stop telling people your business because they're making you worry worse about something that you don't need to worry about. Your person has a lot of feelings for you. They actually want to be with you. But the problem with them is that they care for the ex, and there's something that's obligated to this ex where they kind of beckon to their call, but they really don't want to do this. It's kind of like they're trapped or they feel strung to this ex. This ex is like a karmic for them. And you're telling other people to get advice, and people are just making you confused and putting more worries in your head. It's making the situation worse. So what you need to do is stop telling people your advice, and you need to go within because that's where your answers are. You truly know deep inside how this person really feels about you, but you have a lot of fear around the situation because it's a bit confusing because they may, beckon to this ex call, you may catch them sneaking or texting or calling them, or they're arguing, or they go off with them, and this ex is constantly calling, something like that. And it makes you feel like, well, why do they have this over you like this? You must be in love with them. And it's not that. It's just that this person cares for them. And there's some type of guilt that they may be feeling or some type of obligation that they keep trying to continue to do with this ex. And this ex is also manipulative. So we're going to move on to pile 3. So pile 3 people, how are you doing? All right. So, is your person over their ex? So we have the 2 of Swords in reverse, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. And it says no, but you already knew this, and they will return to them. So no, your person is not over their ex. And you already knew that they were not over their ex. I feel like this person either told you or you can plainly see it. And they will return to that ex. Their heart space is still there. They're still in love with this ex. They may turn a blind eye to you guys' connection and start to work hard towards building something with that ex. Okay? So how do they feel about you versus the ex-lover? All right, so we have express love through gifts. Give a small token to someone. Expresses your love to them. And it says, I want you both, okay? Wow. And then it says, love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this truth. And it says, stop trying to make me choose. I love you, damn. So your person loves the both of you, okay? But the ex, I feel like both of you are not with this person. And if you are, if one of you are, if you are with this person, I'll be kind of shocked. But I feel like if both of you could be an ex, or your person is not fully committed to the both of you. I feel like they want both of you. They have a hard time choosing. This is why the Two of Swords energy is there. The difference between you and the ex is that the ex is more aggressive. So they may be pushing them, pumping them to choose a lover. Hold on 1 second. Whoa, I was thirsty. They may be pumping them to choose a lover, and then here you are questioning them. Do you still love your ex? Do you still want them? And then this person is doing the same thing. You know, do you still want them? So both of you guys are competing for this person. Both of you are questioning this person consistently. The only difference, they can be more honest to you, more relaxed, and let you know, look, I want both of you. Versus this person, they kind of got to tell them that they love them, but they don't want to choose. I feel like they have to tell this person this because this ex is more aggressive than you are. All right, so what's their next move towards the ex? So we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Knight of Staff. So we have some Sagittarius energy here, and we also have some Libra energy here. So it could be in one of you guys' chart or all of you guys' chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So it says, separation. I can't do this anymore. So I feel as if the ex is going to continue to try to push them and make them choose. And this person really doesn't want to choose any of you, or do they want to be tied down? I feel like this person wants to be single. I feel like this person has feelings for the both of you, but they're also just driven in their own passion. They don't want to be controlled. They don't want to be encaged. They want their own freedom. So this person will continue to push them to make a choice, continue to try to push them in a deeper connection, and they're going to just walk away and won't want this. They're going to turn their back either to the both of you, or they're going to definitely turn their back to this ex. But they're still going to always have someone else. This person may have some player vibes, or they don't want to be. They want to still be single. They're not ready for commitment at all. So you may be just inquiring about this ex because you feel that the ex is a problem. But the problem is much more than the ex. This person is someone that is free-spirited. They don't want to be tied down. So even if this ex went away and they separated themselves, this person will still try to hold on to you because they do have feelings for you, but they still will see other people because they're not ready for commitment. That's what I got. All right. So what's some advice here? So we got spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clear to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. And it says, can't fight the feeling to what your intuitions are telling you. Listen, watch, and pay attention. The truth is coming out. So I feel like you probably have, the reason why you could be also more calm is because you're a spiritual person. You could be very intuitive, or you may have some, psychic ability or dreams. So the spirit is trying to show you, and the more you go on a spiritual path, I believe that your energy will begin to separate from this whole situation yourself. And you will start to see a lot of things about this person. Again, the ex is not the problem with this person. This person is just simply a player and doesn't want to commit either way, whether this ex is here or not. And you're going to start to notice this because spirit is going to show you. And the more you rise your vibrations, the more you begin to grow as a person, you're going to let this person go and move on with your life. And I think this is what's coming into this situation more so than anything. Because this person will let go of the ex, but they still will try to entertain other people and still have you. It's just the only difference is the ex is more aggressive and wants it now versus you seem to be more you're assertive. I can see that you're asking them questions and you're doing that, but you're not as pushy. They will eventually get tired of the pushiness because they don't want to be encaged. But if this person had a choice, they would go back and forth between you and the ex and whatever else person they can find. All right, so that was pile 3. And then we're going to move on to pile 4, last but not least. I almost didn't make a pile 4. And then I thought, what the heck? Let's get a 4th pile. More clarity, more things that can resonate with the collective. So pile 4, you have 3 cards here. So it says we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Coins, which deals with Capricorn energy or earth energy, such as Taurus and Virgo as well. And then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, which deals with Libra energy, Gemini energy, or Aquarius. And then it says, is your person over them? Yes. So stop accusing them. This is causing problems. So you guys may argue a lot. You may be accusing this person of still wanting their ex. This has been causing a lot of conflict and confusion. Your person is, I'm hearing lazy. If you see this guy, he's all slump and lazy. He may have a drinking problem or some type of, like they're kind of laid back and more like they don't take anything serious. They're more focused on the pleasures of life. They're driven by their pleasure. They're relaxed. And maybe this energy makes you feel as if they're holding on to an ex. But they're over them and they're not even really talking to this ex like that. I feel like whoever this ex was caused them a lot of problems in their life, a lot of conflict. This can also be you. You could be a lion as well, like a Leo. But they don't want to deal with this conflict. I tell you that. This person just wants an easy, simple life where they can enjoy things. And by you accusing them is causing a lot of conflict between you guys. Oops. All right. But let's see how they feel about you versus the ex. So we have embrace your emotions. Don't push your feelings or judge your emotions. And it says, you're my soulmate. And then the ex, it says, consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. And then it says, I want you. You're the one who keeps pushing me to them. All right. Wow. Okay, so I feel like your person feels that you're their soulmate. However, how they came to you or how you guys are being together, and I think this may be why you're skeptical, is because the ex doesn't want the other person back. So they know for sure that the ex doesn't want them back, so they're moving on. They feel like you're a better match for them. And they want you to stop accusing them. Maybe they have confessed this to you before. Or maybe you know that the ex doesn't want them back. They may talk about this ex a lot. They may bring up the ex a lot. They may compare you to the ex a lot. They may do a lot of little things that aggravate you. And that's because it's kind of similar to pile 1, but there's not an ego trip here. I think that them and this person used to be married or used to live together. They have children together, or they was in a very strong, stable commitment at one point. And the relationship failed. This is what they're used to. And they have moved on to you. I feel like they do want to be with you. They're trying to embrace their emotions because you guys are having a lot of arguments about this ex. I just feel like they have count their losses and moved on. And they feel as if at one point they wanted them and this ex didn't want them anymore. So they're just going to focus on you and them. But they want you to stop accusing them and arguing about it because it's just making you guys' situation worse. So what's their next move towards this ex? So we have the Two of Wands. And we have the World card in reverse. So both of these people are standing with wands in their hand. Okay. So let's see here. It says, I will close the chapter with us for good. I don't want to lose them. So they're talking about closing the chapter with the ex because they don't want to lose you. And so they are going to finally make a decision to just really leave that in the past, count their losses. They're just going to push forward with you because what they realize is that ex doesn't want them anymore. And they're seeing that you have a lot more to offer them. You give them more love. You guys are in a better space than them and the ex. They just want you to stop arguing about it. They're going to end up bringing this to some completion. It's just taking them to really just say, you know what, it's done. And I'm just going to close the chapter. You know, so they're more so trying to just get over it slowly. So they are over it, but it's like a lingering pain more than the ego. Like pile one was about ego. This is more like a lingering pain of rejection or a lingering pain of, it's like they're not comfortable anymore. That's just what they were used to. And now they're with you. So I wouldn't even say they're not comfortable. It's just that's what they were used to. And then now they're with you. So they just have to get used to being with you. And then with you arguing and you accusing them, it's making it worse. All right. So we have life changes, life-changing epiphanies and experience. It is a time of big and blessed changes for you. And God is supporting you each step of the way. Lots of purples. And it says, stop doubting their love for you because they do love you. Soon they will show it and you will feel stupid. Apologize, please. So yeah, this person really loves you and they're going to show you their love. They're going to show you how much they care about you. You're going to feel silly because they don't really want this ex anymore. And they are going to close the chapter with the ex. The ex doesn't want them. They don't want the ex. At first, it was a pain because it was that's what they knew. That was a relationship they were either in for a long time or something very stable. But now they're coming to a point like, you know what? It's time to let it go. I have a perfect man or woman in front of me. I'm ready to move on. And they're going to show you this. And you're going to feel silly. And you're going to have to apologize. So, all right, you guys. I really, really hope that helped. You guys, thanks for coming in my live. If you guys are wanting to follow me on Instagram, it's Wholistic Beauty EQ. You are welcome to. For little small memes, astrology, small picker cards, stuff like that. Thank you very much. Have a good night.